Hello everyone, my name is Madeline Lindholm, and I will be talking to you about Port Patch today. So I would like you all to imagine this. You're going to the doctor's office, maybe it's for a routine shot, or you've decided to donate blood at your local Red Cross. And maybe you're not super bothered by needles, but you know that you won't have the most comfortable experience of your life. But now imagine this. Instead of a thin needle that goes into your arm like this, the needle is thicker, and it goes into an implanted device in your chest called a port. Now let me show you why this is a problem. This is what a port site looks like. And ports are critical for medical treatments like chemotherapy and dialysis, but they come with challenges because they're sensitive and they're unprotected, often leaving patients to experience painful port access and daily irritations from things like seatbelts, clothing, and even a hug can irritate the area. And this is not a niche problem. There are about 2.7 million Americans that go through port-based medical treatments every year. This is more than the population of Chicago. So the size of this market is compelling, but what was truly validating was talking to over 60 patients, professionals, and caregivers this summer, with 66% saying that port pain and anxiety is a top concern among both patients and healthcare providers. And an additional 50% said that reducing pain would lead to better treatment experiences for patients. So it's clear that there's a targeted need for something, but what are patients currently doing to address this problem? Well, they're DIYing. They're taking lidocaine numbing cream, plastic wrap, medical tape, putting it on their port site, waiting, and praying. But for those that don't want to DIY, they are opting for bulky port covers like these that you see behind me. But the problem with these is that they're big, they're not discreet, and you can only use them for either a pre-treatment option or a daily use option. But neither one is comfortable enough to wear for either of their intended purposes. So there has to be a better solution. And the port patch is that better solution. So the port patch is a small, adhesive patch that's designed specifically for the port site. Patients can use it both for daily protections against irritations, and they can use it as a pre-treatment patch with lidocaine for more effective pain management. But what really sets Port Patch apart is that it's discreet, it's more comfortable to wear for daily wear, and patients can use it both daily and as a pre-treatment option. Moreover, Port Patch recognizes that patients are people. They're not diagnoses, and they deserve to live their lives as fully as each and every one of you in this room, even during treatment. That's why Port Patch was meticulously designed to seamlessly integrate into patients' lives, allowing them to live more fully and empowering them to take control over their treatment experience. So how do we get this into the hands of patients? Well, in August of 2025, I will secure my intellectual property so that it can go to manufacturers with confidence. In December 2025, patient trials will begin with a preliminary prototype. And by July 2026, based off of the feedback from the patient trials, I will have a market-ready prototype. In November 2026, the Port Patch will officially launch. So, the Port Patch is ready to take its next step, and with your help, it can. I'm seeking initial funding for intellectual property protections and finalizing prototype materials. So, you can scan this QR code and go to portpatch.org to learn and explore more about the story of Port Patch, but if you or someone you know would be willing to help me take Port Patch to the next step, I would love to talk to you. Because your support does not just fund a product, but it brings comfort, confidence, and dignity to people in one of the hardest seasons of their lives. Thank you.